Está com som. Bem, vou então ao Irreverente.
Catarina, para onde é que eu te posso enviar? Abre aqui o teu WhatsApp.
Você virou.
Tem no site, no Insta, tem
Ah, vai,
página no grupo do WhatsApp.
alguém me diz porque é que desapareceu a coisa para parar a câmara. Tá, mas são
Já estamos
alterações.
ao vivo.
Não queria que isto tivesse a aparecer.
Gente, primeiro dia, a vida é assim, ó, só pra gente também ver se o
Ah, está ali. O que é
profissional.
que fizeste? Parar a câmara. Em silêncio.
Irreverente 2023, está
Ah, lá,
online.
lá.
Oi, testando som,
Sim.
testando som,
No YouTube.
testando som, testando som. Oi, testando som. Então, gente, vamos começar a qualquer segundo.
É grande. Eu tenho que pôr uma imagem
Gente, as
aqui
pessoas
para
estão ouvindo.
aparecer.
Só pensar.
Cuidado com a imagem do Irreverente.
Obrigada, Tiaguinho. Hi, everybody. I am Luana Proença. This is the YouTube channel and the podcast of Irreverente, International Impro Festival of Lisbon. Our first interactive podcast this year as well. And every day we're going to talk about topics in improv that are related to improv. We have as a host Alfonso Garzas, but because of a strike in the airport in Spain, he's a little late, so probably he's not going to be here with us today, but he's going to be here with all of us in the next days as well. He's already here in Lisbon, but it's the traffic and things to get here as well. I'm here as the artistic director of the festival, me André Sobral, and Emboscada Productions doing this podcast and this event for all of you. And today I'm also the guest of the podcast because I'm here to talk about Status Impro Magazine. It's a magazine about improvisation. This month it completed 12 years old of existence. It started only in Spanish by Global Impro Collective. Feña Ortalli is the director of the magazine. He could not be here with us today in this moment because it's a live broadcast, but he sent us a little message that I will play for you all later. And so the magazine it exists to share and talk and create a space to communicate about improv. Improvisation in theater, it's the main bridge, the main thing of the magazine, but it's also open for all kinds of improvisation issues. The magazine today is published in English, Spanish, French, Italian. I think I'm forgetting something, but probably. And Polish and Portuguese were the issues that stopped being published and this last month. Now in June was the last ones. But the Portuguese version, because I'm a nerd and I cannot stop in doing stuff. And I love statues and I love what Feña and Global Impro do with this magazine. I joined forces with David Salazar from Brazil, an improviser from Brazil. And we are doing with status authorization a podcast about the magazine where we translate the articles to Portuguese, recording the reading of the articles and comment each article at the magazine. That's actually a great idea also for everybody to do, not as a podcast if you don't want to, but also as a reading group, right? To read them and talk about the articles and what they open to your understanding of improvisation, what we are doing, what we've done, what changed, what we want, don't want as well. So it's been wonderful because now I'm not just relating with the but I'm also having somebody to talk about it, and we are sharing with everybody in Portuguese. Uh, and we hope that people start commenting and also sharing their ideas, and we had another understanding from the articles as well. And that's the point of the magazine. If you open a Status magazine today, you will find an opinion article talking about something that's happening in the world and that is vice versa. I cannot say that in English, vice versa. Vice versa. Oh, as well as from improvisation to the world. You got me. So like this issue of July, Feña was the one that wrote the article in opinion, and he talked about how we cannot be neutral exactly in improvisation. We cannot just stay neutral when some topics appear in our on stage or on our classrooms. So in a political statement as an individual, you are political. And I also, when I comment in the podcast, I said that I agree with that in a meaning of as I learn another theater arts is that everything in theater is political, everything in art is political because you are giving a point of view of stuff, of subject, and that's already taking a perspective of that. It's putting yourself there to the discussion, put yourself there to change and share something with society. Uh, so that was this article of this month. So you always have a opinion article. You always have a biography article about an artist, a writer, um, theater figure, or somebody that you know a little bit about their lives and about their work. So maybe you feel, oh, this is interesting. I want to know more. I want to know, he heard their work. I want to know, oh, this is really close to what we are doing in my group. I didn't know this author. I'm gonna go there and have more reference. You also have an interview that it's every month with somebody that is working in some place in the world, so you can get to know somebody that is from your cities, from your country, or somebody else from other countries, other cities, and understand how they think improvisation, how they do improvisation, how they discovered improvisation. And it's so fun, it's so different. See that some people, improvisation is something that we always had since kindergarten at my school. And other people that, well, I discovered when I was 60 and that kind of things. And I got it. This is you're trying to take it away, mas it's my Irreverente bottle. It's here for a reason. So every time that I drink water, I drink a Irreverente of water. So for you that is listening to the podcast later, I have a bottle of water of Irreverente. You can have it too. Okay, this was my merchandise. Uh, but yeah, status. So it has the opinion article, the bio article, the interview part of it. You also have Improtectora. That is one of my favorite ones because it's a review about impro books. So it's a nerd person that reads improv books and gives reviews, and it's so beautiful because it also gives their favorite quotes, their favorite parts, why to read it. Like, because you are a teacher, this is a good book for a teacher as well, not just for performer or something like that. So you have the lectora section, you have the genetics section that I coordinate. That is when groups and artists share their work about a show specific, uh, in a way that they can tell how they had the idea, how they created the show, what were what were the things that they found about their show in the process, in a way that can inspire you to create your own show or to find different ways to do it, or oh, this can help me because I had a similar problem, so maybe I can do this as well and find a solution, a creative solution for my show. So genetics, because it comes from the aspect of nerves. So genetic studies, academic studies in theater, there's the genetic path of creation, so where it started and where it goes. And you also have the news about international improvisation. Um, so I have festival lists, you have specific classes that appear, you have books that are launched, you have documentaries that are launched as well. So you have information from the improv world in one place. Though, and you have also the tips and exercise, tips and tricks articles from Laura Donnelly Perry. She always writes a tip and an exercise to as a teacher to apply or to inspire you to think about how to do that on your classroom as well. Those are the regular articles and status, but it's sometimes people write it to status. It's in an article to Feña, and if it is uh, in a way that it combines to the magazine, it's in align with the magazine perspective. The article is published and is a new different section just for that issue. And like we sometimes have the Impro World section that is about improvisation outside, that is happening everywhere. The out of stage improvisation that is not for the staging of the improvisation theater. Sometimes we have Gael Donay Perry writing about for a better playground, about how we can build trusty and more free and safe environments for improvisation. So those are not regular sections for the magazine, but they appear sometimes. And if you have something, sent to the magazine, because it may be there, maybe be part of this discussion about what we are doing with improvisation. And yeah, um, like the genetics art section that I coordinate. Please, if you have a show and you want to share your process about your show, please send to me. I invite people to write it because I don't receive so many mails, but sometimes they do send me. Like the next issue, it's from a group that send me like, we want to share about our show. We read the genetics section. We want to share. So, yes, that's what we want. We want to be a magazine that is also made by the people that do improv, not just the ones that are doing the magazine. We do improv as well, but we are a few people. We want more. Um, and yeah, so this month you can also download the magazine for free because the anniversary of the magazine, the 12-year-old birthday of the magazine. So you can download this month's issue for free on the website. And you can also make the signature, there's annual signature, the school signature as well. If you have a school, if you have an event with a lot of people and you want to give people the magazine, you have those options. And it's a monthly magazine about improvisation. And as I told you, Feña sent us a message, so I'm gonna play it for you. So this is Feña Ortalli, or We All in the World.
Oh, so here's the message want to send for the podcast. First of all, thank you very much for organizing this. Thank you, Luana, for doing this, for taking the time to translate status, to make now a podcast about it, and to let us take part in Irreverente. Um, for us, it's a pleasure, it's an honor, and it's a responsibility to keep working after 12 years every month to bring the best out of ourselves and to, as I always say, to make this for doing status is to connect people. And every time I see someone being invited to a festival or someone connected with another improviser on the other side of the world because they knew about each other because of status is so thank you much. And as always, any support is always welcome. So if you want to sign up for our magazine, you can do it. You can go to our website. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, even on TikTok. Not TikTok because I'm a 43-year-old person. But you know where to find us. So thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon, both in the online or the real world.
Thank you, Feña, for this message, and also for the people that have the early birds or general package of the Irreverente. You have 20% discount on the signature of the magazine until August 29th. So if you want a discount for the annual signature, you have to do it with the code that you have on your special QR code of the festival, and do it until August 29th. So this is what I know about Status Magazine as part of the team that does it. You can know a little bit more on the Status Magazine website. And also look for Peña. He will answer your questions when he has time. This guy is busy, but he's really open. Uh, and that's it for me. If you have any questions, you can type on the YouTube. Um, see that. chat. I was thinking in Portuguese from Brazil, the bate-papo. But the YouTube chat, I will try to answer as best as I can. But this is our first episode of the interactive podcast on Irreverente 2023. I'm here doing it with Thiago de Almeida, this is responsible for the podcast. Catarina, I forgot your two last names. Max Hans. Catarina Max Hans. There's too many people to remember, and she's amazing. She's We're also looking if you're typing something, and I'm telling all of this so you have time because we know there is a delay between saying something and getting to YouTube. Andrea Sobral, also the artistic director of the festival, is here taking pictures of me, while is also broadcasting in our social media if you're there. So I'm gonna take a sip of my Irreverente water. And please, people, if you are here in the festival or somewhere in the world, drink water. It's too hot, and it's our fault. So political. See, you cannot be neutral. Yeah. So, do we have anything? Yeah, nobody wants to hear from me anymore. You're saying too much here. So, okay. Thank you for everything. You can watch tomorrow. You will have Alfonso here. So, being the host, it's gonna be better because it's gonna be a conversation, not just one person talking. And he will be talking with João Pedreiro, a dancer and choreographer from Portugal. It's going to be in English, and they're going to talk about real-time composition, and it's the work of João Pedreiro and other dancers in the world, but about how you how improvisation in dance can be part of the composition on the show, on the process, and his work is amazing. He talks about how you can create a lapse of time when you're improvising, so you can actually find time to create and explore while you're doing the improvisation. So don't miss tomorrow, same time, same places, virtual and the presential, and with more people, not just me. I'll be watching. Bye. Thank you. And now Thiago's gonna appear anytime to close this up because I don't know how to do it. So irreverente.
Hi.